tried to do another take before, but it screwed up, and then we worked out it was episode number 5 on that take. So again, here we are in ISO, and also we just found out today that it's going to be way longer. It's going to be like 6 weeks because some fucking dude had, what did he do? Like he had sex with the security guard guy had sex with all the people. Is that what happened in the building? And then they all got coronavirus because well, I don't know. I think it's what I heard. I haven't read anything, but I just heard that he was just in there. The security guard was in the building, and then he just slept with like some people, and then they got coronavirus, and then he got coronavirus, then he was spreading around, and then they've all got coronavirus. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I heard. Someone was like, "Oh, you hear about the security guard or whatever?" So, I mean, I don't know. And now they've got that building locked down with like 3,000 people in it or something. So that's rough. But whatever. Anyway, so another 6 weeks. That's fun. So what are we going to do? Just fucking sit around and just get on the couch. Because that's what you do. And because like it's already been, can you believe it's been, I mean, I can't believe, when we look back at this, it's going to be what are we doing? Like it's going to be remember that time that you could only go in the, and that time you could only go in the restaurant if you're fucking booked in. That's like no, you book in, but you got to book in, and then it's like 20 people max, and then you can't sit near anyone, and then you got to sign into a website and let them know you were there or something. But I mean, I don't know. Like I went out for dinner, like when it opened up a bit, but then like there's just, I mean, like this was always going to happen, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Like, I think this was always going to be what was happening. Like, it opened up and everyone was like, yeah, good. And all the other states of Australia are doing fine. But here we are in Victoria and we're just getting slammed up because we have the most people. But I swear we also have the most dumbest people also. Like, you see, like, I didn't do any market research, but have you seen some of the people that walk around in Victoria? Like, I swear we have the best and the worst. So they don't know what's going on. I mean, so that's it, But here we are, stuck. And all we can do is just go to Woolies once a week, and then how you go to Woolies and then you do your shop. But then you're like, oh, I'll do a healthy shop, and then you shop heaps, but then you just always you're like, those like the fucking those like little where they put the groceries like at the end when you're going to like pay for your stuff, they put like little chocolates and stuff every time. You always you got a trolley full of grapes or whatever and bananas and like nice meals like broccoli, and then you got like all your bits and pieces for a week, and you're like, this is it, this is the week I'm going to be healthy as, not going to touch anything, which has been made easier by coronavirus. But you get all your stuff, you got a trolley full of like great stuff, and it's going to be like $140 a haul that lasts you the week, and then you get to the front and then you just buy a caramello koala. They get you every time. It's always like 3 for $1 or something. I went like walking around the other day, and I saw this there's this fish and chip shop with this sign out the front. They had like an easel sign out the front, and it was like the easel sign said in massive red letters. It said Coke cans $1.50. Isn't that just how much they cost? Why are you advertising that? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I went into the country on the weekend and just hung out, and that was good. It felt good to get out of the city, and you know what I mean, because everyone in the country doesn't care, like because there's nothing there. There's no coronavirus, so they just go out and do. I felt like walking around like it was normal, And I went to Aldi. There's like an Aldi in the country where I was at, which was good. Aldi's good. Aldi's better. I think Aldi might now actually be better than the Woolworths and Coles. I don't know if anyone disagrees. Do you agree with me, Lance, or disagree that Aldi's better? It's the staff. Yeah, I know, but they have to wear. But they dress them up like they're cops. Have you noticed that? You know what I mean? Yeah, but they're so crazy about checking bags, dude, and like, like queuing up in Aldi, I swear is the worst. Like you can't not annoy people when you queue up. Like everyone's annoyed in the line always, Everyone's annoyed as hell in the line. But yeah, I don't know. I like Aldi more now, I think, and they still don't have everything. Like there's little bits they don't quite have, but you know, like you get most of it done there, and then you go to Coles for all your bits and bobs, all your bits and pieces. You got to go to Coles for those, but or Woolies or whatever's nearby. But yeah, you can do most stuff in Aldi now, and it's so cheap. What the hell? Like what's the fuck? How do they do it? And all the brands are like you know, all the brands are like slightly not exactly what the real brands are. Like you'll have like a brand called like, you know, like James Bogues beer, you know, that how that their beer will be called like Jared Brogs or something or something like that. And they always have brands you've never seen, and it's direct rip off. What's the Mexican called there? It's called like what's that? Eldoro, yeah, Eldoro or something. But they've got another one too, because you know how like old El Paso or whatever. There's one that's called like El Biaso. I'm like, don't like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's just all European shit. I don't know, but everyone that goes to Aldi is like fucking. That's the thing. Everyone's just pissed off all the time. When you go to Aldi, everyone's like shoving. And I swear, like, there's no, like, they always want you to take a catalogue, always. But, like, every time, want a catalogue? No. And they're like, oh, okay. They kind of get, like, take it personally. I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to buy, like, because here's the thing about Aldi. They have all your groceries, but then once a month, they'll just get, like, 4 fucking 4K TVs, and people will line up. Or they'll just have, like, groceries. You go and get your groceries. And then in the middle of the store, you know how they have that, like, random bit in the middle of the store where there's just all the random shit? And they'll have, like, babies' cots, sparkly blue sneakers, and fucking Akubras with Akubras with like a fucking defect. So they're like $3. The middle bit in Aldi is the weirdest shit. It's so dumb. How do they work that out? Like, how do they work out who were like? I used to have a friend, and he used to be like a stockist for Bunnings. So like, he had to go around all the Bunnings and work. I mean, which is fucking stupid, because like, I mean, like good on him. My hat goes off to that guy, because how do you know what the fuck is needed in Bunnings? Because every Bunnings is 7,000 fucking. Every Bunnings is so massive, and they have everything. Like, you go into Bunnings to get a piece of wood, and you come out with like, you know, a new garage and a fucking camper van. Like, they have everything in the world. So he did that, which is cooked. So then the person that does the Aldi bit in the middle, who is that person that does that? All right, yeah, we need 4 dolphin colouring in books. We need vegan shoes, and can we just get some of those breakfast cereals that look like looks like they're not real, they're made up. And instead of being called Kellogg's Cornflakes, they're called Kellogg's Sean Nakes. No, that's so dumb. Yeah, the brand would be like Fellogs instead of Kellogg's. Or like, what's the name of the tomato sauce they have? It's like, it's something so dumb. It's like, you know how you see those products that are like proudly Australian, and they look so shit compared to the other products. You know those ones, and there's that tomato sauce, and it's like proudly Australian, and the brand is like Colby's or something, some shit. Oh, are you drinking a Soda Stream, Lance? Oh, man, I got a Soda Stream. Dude, I got a Soda Stream at the start of like for my birthday, which was right at the start of ISO, and I just slammed the shit out of it. I just cane it. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. You just unlimited sparkly water, which is good. I can't believe people don't like soda water. I don't like those people who don't like soda water. How do you not like it? People either love it or they're just like, nah, fuck that. Why would you want to drink that? And I don't understand that. Soda water's unbelievably good. And you get the flavours, but I've only had the Coke, Diet Coke, like the no sugar Coke flavour. But there's a ginger beer flavour, which I really want. You know? Because actually, alcoholic ginger beer is actually good. I've noticed recently. I don't know if you've noticed, Lance, but I got some on the weekend. I don't know. I was resisting it for ages, but it's pretty good. It tastes nice, I think. You know. But I feel like it's the kind of shit that, like, I don't know, the people who drink that are like the people that go out to bars and they sit in the corner with like a huge beard and like a flanny on, but they tuck it in and they look, and they wear like little fisherman beanies. They're the people that drink it. Yeah, it was that the hard ginger beer. Our old housemate used to drink it. It's like 2.4 drinks per can, but the cans were like small as shit. So I don't know how that works, you know. But then those. Okay, so here's the fucking thing, Lance. Why, like, who are these people? Okay, so I don't know anyone that drinks Jack Daniels and Coke personally, like all the time. I see them all the time, but who are these people that just keep drinking it all the time? You can pick them from a mile off. Like, you just meet someone and they're like, if they're just like a bit bogan, you just know they're going to drink that when you go out with them or whatever. Where are these people coming from? Like, I need to know, because I swear to God that drinks company, like, I don't know anyone who even considers drinking it. But there's just this, like, I don't know. It's like, it's the guys who just love, like, they're always like, okay, this is who drinks Jack Daniels. People who go to house parties and then Sweet Child of Mine comes on by Guns N' Roses and they stand up and they're like, this is my song. And they start fucking. Yeah, and then they love fucking Bathurst. I don't know. I got friends who like car racing, and I like those people, and that's cool. Like, and I it's a sport, but I just can't get into it. I don't know. Like, it's always like Lounsey's got him. Lounsey, fucking, Ford, fuck that. It's always like those people that like have like stickers on the back of their cars that are like pissing on Fords or whatever. Like, I wouldn't piss on or the little kid pissing on a Ford or whatever. It's like, I don't know, they're the same. I feel like they're the same car, Holden and Ford. Like, so I was like, Holden are better this year than Ford. What? What do you mean? Does that mean that, I don't know. Like, what does it mean that they fucking went fast? Does that mean that they went faster in Bathurst, which they all watched? That's like the grand final. Or does that mean that they actually appreciate? They're saying the design of the Commodore is better than the Falcon, or the fucking what? Or they really respect what the engineers have done. Because I don't, like, I don't know. Is it really based on? Because they like actually support drivers. They're like, yeah, fucking Lounsey, yeah, man. And I get it. Like, he seems like a good dude and stuff. But like, I don't know. Like, then that's why they get the car. Is he Holden or Ford? I don't know. Is Lounsey Holden or Ford? I don't know. But whatever he is, what's another one? Scafey? You have to have one of those names. Otherwise, you can't be a V8 driver. There's no chance. You can't be called like no one goes to the V8s and they're like, who's your favourite driver? And they're like, oh, probably, big, Dr. Jonathan Smith. Yeah, he's probably my favourite. You have to have a fucking name like Doug. Okay, you have to definitely be called Colin or Trent to be to be a V8 driver. Like, they don't care how good your ability is. Like, they're just like, okay, what's your first name? Because, like, I don't know. Like, how do you even get into car racing? Like, do you do go-karts first as a kid and then you go? Because, like, if you're a football player, like, you start off in, like, the small leagues and then you get bigger and you go to the big leagues. But if you're, like, a car racer driver or whatever, how do you start? Like, how do you do it? Do you just start driving fast around the roads? You know what I mean? Do you practice and then you go along and like, okay, I think I'm pretty fast. I've done a few good fucking burnouts and I smashed up Hoddle Street. I'll go fast as. So I reckon I'm going to be good. All right, we'll give you a go. Or is there like lower leagues where you just bring your own car? Because those dudes aren't bringing their own cars to the V8s or anything. Like, they're like performance cars that come straight out of the garage, straight in there. So how do you do the lower leagues? Like, how do you get into it? Like, it's not like golf where you can just buy some clubs and go for a hit, and then when you get good enough, you're like, oh yeah, I might go for might see if I can get into like a club or whatever. You know, it's not like that. It's fucking, you know, I don't know. Is there lower level leagues that you get around? I'm not sure. I'm sure I've seen it like you do go-karts. I'm sure that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. People get crazy for Bathurst. But yeah, I don't know. Coronavirus is crazy, isn't it? I can't stop thinking about it. Like today, the announcement of the new 6-week lockdown for Victoria. You know, it's just insane. Like our lives are completely fucking messed up now. For another at least 6 weeks. Well, I mean, they're not completely messed up. I mean, if you can work from home, you can work from home. But people like losing their jobs because of like a cold. You know what I mean? Like think about that. Like imagine 20 years time, you had like a steaming career and you lost it because of the flu, and you have to tell people about that. That's going to be crazy. It's a really nuts thing to happen. You know what I mean? Like usually you lose your job because, you know, the business goes under or something like that. But when you're explaining to your kids in 20 years time about what happened, you're going to be like, yeah, I lost my job because, you know, this big flu came through and they laid us all off. And imagine working in the tourism, like in the planes. You know, that would have been annoying, you know, like getting laid off because there's obviously no planes going around right now. But yeah. Oh yeah, and they Woolworths and Coles we're getting them on board, which is good, you know. But yeah, it's kind of funny actually. I went out before to like Woolies, I was Coles, and like the shelves are a bit bare again, so it's like coming back to that like thing, you know. But a sore voice today. Yeah, not at my best today, unfortunately, but you know, that's how it goes. I've been talking all day in meetings, and it's like drive me out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. So much going on. But at least, you know, at least we've got like, we've actually got nothing going on. All you can do is like, but I just discovered recently you can hire movies through YouTube. Did you know you could do that, Lance? Yeah, you can hire, I didn't even know you can just get on the movies and stuff. But I mean, I'm not a huge movie person, and people get so upset when you're not. They're like, I don't really watch movies that much, and they're like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Because you get those people who just watch stuff every night, like their whole life hinges off it. They're like, go home and they're like, yeah, have dinner. And there's this new series on Netflix, and I fucking smashed it, man. And it's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Like I don't know if I've watched anything that's like fucking blown my mind. Like you're walking out of the room and you're like, Jesus, I've got to go to bed. I am fucking strung the fuck out. You know, I've watched stuff that I've liked, but like, people just lose their mind. Or like people that just hinge their... Okay, there's one thing, I don't care what anyone does, but there's one thing that kills me. It's people that just structure their lives around TV shows. I'll die! You know? Like, I got to get home. 6:30, Masterchef, the final. I mean, everyone knows. I think... Oh, God, really? Yeah, he's going to... And the advert's always like, the final... It's always like the final Masterchef, and drama goes down in the kitchen, and then it's always like the chicken's raw, and then like people crying, and then like this presentation is off, and then it like shows like that Matt Preston guy, the big dude that wears cravats all the time. Don't wear a cravat. It shows those dudes, and he puts the food in his mouth, and it's like, but will he like it? And then he puts it in his mouth, and he goes dark, and then it's like tonight 8:30. It's fucking food. I mean, shut the fuck up. Like, it's food. Like they'll be like, but like, okay, here's the thing. They'll be like breaking into it. They'll be like breaking into the pie when the person presents it. And the little, like, it's always like a little fucking nerdy dude who's like, you know, harassed in school. And he's like, you know, this is his time to shine. He's like, I really found my bastion in food or something like that. And then like, you know, and like he's in the final or whatever. Or not even in the final, just in one of the episodes. And they'll be like breaking the top of the pie in. And then that George Columbus dude will be like, it's really fluffy. I love it. It's really fluffy like that. He'll be like that, say something like that all the time. I just love the flavors. It's really fluffy. And then the other two dudes are just always so fucking not chuffed. But like they're breaking into the the thing, and it's so serious. Like they're pushing the top, and he's like, "Well, it looks to be cooked. It looks to be cooked. This looks to be cooked. This looks reasonably done. This looks good." And like the music's like really like morbid and like suspense building. I'm like, if you think about this, right? If you think about what's going on here, this guy is he's looking in a pie. Like he's just pushing the top of a pie in to see what happens. And there's music. You know, it's like a fucking, that show to me is I've just always thought it's the dumbest shit in the world ever. You know, and then you go to work the next day and people will be like, "Oh, I watched the final of Masterchef last night. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe who won. It's fucked. It's fucked." You know, and it's like, I don't know. I just can't get past the fucking fact that like it's food. Oh, I don't know, man. It's just like there's people like crying. It's like that's what gets me. Like you don't cry and cook at the same time. Like if you've ever cried, and don't do that. Don't fucking cry and cook at the same time. They'll be like, 2 minutes left. And they're like crying whilst they're like oiling the beans. Some shit. Oh man, that is the worst shit ever. Like, don't cry whilst you're okay. Okay, here's the thing. Don't cry. Don't cry whilst you're cooking, and secondly, don't ever wear a hat when you're having sex. That's the two things to do. Like, I don't know. Imagine just like having sex with someone and they just wear a hat and that's it. Wouldn't that be weird? Like, they never really mention it. They're always just completely nude with a hat on and they roll over. Oh, that was great. They've still got like a baseball hat on. Like one of those older, just like kind of worn out Adidas hats. They just wear a hat. Like, don't ever be nude and just like wear a hat and that's it. That's the most dumb shit in the world. If you do that, if you're just nude but wear a hat, that's fucking funny as, but also so strange. No, it's good. It's funny. That's the kind of jokes I'm into. That's the kind of gear I get around, Lance. Yeah. No, I don't know. No, if I wear a hat, I always put it on last before I leave. Like put my fucking outfit on or some shit. Because that's the dumbest song. Like that song is like you can leave your hat on. You know that song. Like, I don't know, if someone did like a strip tease for me and then like they took all their clothes off completely naked and then just had sex with me with their hat on, I'd just be like, fucking take it off. Like, what are you wearing a hat for? Like, imagine like going through the whole thing and it's like 20 minutes and it's like real passionate and stuff, but they're just wearing a hat. I don't know. Well, I suppose it depends what type of hat it is, because if it's like a fucking, I don't know, if it's like a baseball hat, I don't know, that's straight out. That's out the window. I mean, it's like dudes who, okay, don't wear a beanie for sure. Definitely don't be naked, but just wear a beanie. Like when people wear singlets and beanies, oh my God. Fucking kick off. No, but seriously, like don't wear a beanie and a singlet. That's absolutely A1. But yeah, you can't wear a beanie. But you could wear, you could probably get away with wearing like a really cool top hat or like an Akuba or something. You know. But like not like but then here's the thing. Okay, if you try and wear like a normal hat, like a normal baseball hat or a fucking like that's dumb as hell. Like don't do that. Just like a normal everyday hat. But if you try and wear like a jester hat or like a silly hat, like one of those hats with like a spin top on it, I reckon you get away with that more because you're obviously taking the piss. You know what I mean? You know? Also, don't eat while you're having sex. That's the one thing I'm trying to say. My mate was telling me once that he was like, he had a bowl of almonds like on the side of his desk like earlier that night. They had like a house party and there was food around and someone had moved that bowl there because they were having like a D&M in the lounge room or whatever. And he slept with this girl. And then they were sort of it was going for a while. Then she just sort of like casually like just saw them there and just kind of in the midst of it, just like took one and just ate it while. Like, what the fuck? Don't. And he said she was into it too, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. At least it was healthy, I guess. Like, if it was like a burger and she took a big bite out of it and put it back and kept going, that's fucking weird. And imagine she's like, oh yeah, but like through the chewing, she's like, oh yeah, that'd be just fucking weird as shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, well, It's pretty good. I think I'm under the weather, but that was all right. I enjoyed that. I was pretty slow to start. I think this Corona stuff's really bummed me out a bit today, but I enjoyed that episode, and it's good to be back. And like and subscribe, because I think I have lots of fun doing this, and people have said they like it. I don't know if you like it or not, but if you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's all right. But I just want I just want you guys to listen, and that's it. So that's good. But I'm gonna leave this one here. So please keep safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, goodbye.